Okay, it looks like we are rolling. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your buddy Jake Dominguez, back with, of course, another movie review. So, recently, it's come to my attention that there's been a few of my favorite movies that have come out from last year, from 2017, that I haven't gotten around to reviewing yet. Gosh, guys, I never have enough time to do all the reviews and stuff that I want to do. It's just no fair, but it is what it is. But one of my favorite movies from last year, Coco, as of the time I'm recording this, is just about to be released on home video. So I figured this is as good as time as ever to quickly make a review of this movie. There's a few other films that have come out last year that I still haven't done a review for, that I hope to get done really soon, so pay close attention to that. Hopefully I'll get them released as soon as I can. But for now, let's talk about Coco. Coco tells the story of a little boy named Miguel who loves to play music. He loves to play guitar. Music is his everything. He loves it. And his family, who lives in Mexico, hates music. They want nothing to do with it because of some family issues that have happened quite a long time before. Because of this, Miguel wants the approval from his family to perform music, which leads him to this huge adventure that takes him to the land of the dead. And he has to figure out how to return from the normal land, the land of the living, from the land of the dead, as well as get his family's approval for him to perform music. That's what Coco is about. And yeah, this movie is absolutely fantastic. I already gave it away that this is one of my favorite movies that came out last year. And let me tell you, I can't wait to pick this movie up on home video. Now, if you've seen any of my videos, or if you know me, you guys know what a huge fan of Pixar that I am. That's why I'm wearing my Toy Story shirt here, because Toy Story was basically the first movie, or one of the first movies, that I ever really loved. Ever since I could remember, I've been a fan of Pixar, A Bug's Life, The Incredibles, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo. These are my favorite movies, period. Ratatouille, WALL-E. There's so much more. I love Pixar. I have my entire life. If you've seen me give my review of Cars 3, which I did earlier last year, you've heard me talk all about this. And you know that I thought Cars 3 was just sort of okay. I thought it was fine. Coco is basically what you would expect from a Pixar movie, and more. This is much more, I'd say, what we would expect from Pixar. A great story, great characters, tons of emotions, beautiful animation, and all of that. It's a great movie. And I don't mean to diss Cars 3. I liked it for what it was. But Coco is what I want from a Pixar movie. This movie is beautiful. The animation, it is pretty unreal what we can do in terms of computer animation today. This is a gorgeous movie. The colors are beautiful. The animation is incredible. And I feel like I need to see it again. I'm rewatching it on a home video to really get to appreciate all the little nuances there in terms of the animation. But it's incredible. The Land of the Dead, as portrayed in this film, is amazing. It's beautiful. I want to be in the Land of the Dead. Actually, wait, no I don't. I don't want to die, right? Yeah, I still have more reviews to do and stuff before I do that. You know what I mean? It is incredibly cool looking. It is beautiful in a whole new world. It's incredible looking. There's psychedelic imagery in this movie in Coco, and I loved that. They should just make a Land of the Dead world, in Disneyland or Disney World somewhere, because that would be okay. I can visit it and still be alive. But, man, the world building in this movie is amazing. Another reason why I love Coco is because this is a movie about Mexico and Mexican culture, and it does so respectfully and completely positively. And I loved that. My dad's side of the family, my ancestors are from Mexico. I'm with the Dominguez after all, right? Don't look like it, but it's true. So that made me incredibly happy, beyond incredibly happy, seeing this movie. To see the positive portrayal in Mexico in these characters. All the characters are great. Miguel's a great character. I really loved his dog, Dante, which kind of comes on the adventure with them. All really good. The whole story is really wonderful. You get sucked into the characters. It's just what you'd expect from Pixar. Just great characters, great story, and all of that. But I gotta say, this movie also has some great messages about family, life after death, or how you deal with death once that happens, and that sort of thing. Now, one thing I don't think I've talked too much about on this channel before, if you've seen some of my other videos, is that I've always, well, not always, probably only until about 4 or 5 years ago, but I love family history. I always liked genealogy. Again, there's that word always, but oh well, I'll leave it. It feels like it's always been that way. But I've always liked genealogy. I like doing family history, and if anyone who knows me in real life, not from YouTube, knows this. That's kind of been a passion of mine over the last few years. And what I liked about Coco is that it goes into some of those themes and stuff of why I like doing genealogy in the first place, and shows why it's important and why family is important. This is a movie about the importance of remembering your family, about remembering those who have gone before us. It talks about how family, in a sense, kind of lasts forever in that sort of regard. And we can't really pick our family. And we have to learn to work with one another, even when we have disagreements and stuff like that, and to love one another, because that's what family is for, to be there for each other and that sort of thing, right? And it shows the importance of remembering and keeping records and that sort of thing. As someone who loves genealogy and family history work, seeing that portrayed in this film, it made me really happy. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I can totally relate to that, all that. Hopefully soon I can get to my review of Black Panther, the new Marvel film, and talk about that. But I had a similar reaction to that movie. But I loved how positively and how wonderfully that's portrayed in this movie. And it's just a great film. It's really funny. It has great emotions, great action. You know what? Let me go back. Let's talk about the emotions. I don't know what it is, guys, but the older I get, the easier it is for me just to cry when I watch movies. I don't know why that is. Maybe I'm becoming more sensitive. I don't know. When I saw Star Wars The Last Jedi, I spent the last 10 minutes of that movie just, like, crying, basically. If you've seen my review of that, you already know about it. But it's come a lot easier for me to be emotional. And I don't know if there's ever been a movie that has made me emotional as this film. I was totally, like, weeping while watching the end of Coco. And even though it's already been out, no spoilers as always, but the ending of this film is so incredibly powerful. The whole third act, it's such a great message about family and all that. It totally made me weep. I think this is a great movie to show kids. I mean, when I was a little kid, heck, even as an adult, death and life after death, or what that is and that sort of thing, are hard things to grasp. I appreciate Coco and the guys at Disney Pixar for making a movie that can lead kids to talk about that with their parents and that sort of thing. That's awesome. And I was totally blown away by Coco and its great message, because I was totally weeping throughout this movie. The story is done so powerfully and so incredibly well. And what can I expect? This film, by the way, is directed by who has become one of my new favorite filmmakers. Not even new, he's been my favorite filmmaker ever since this movie came out. He's the director of Toy Story 3, Lee Unkrich. He has been an editor at Pixar back in the early days. He's worked at Pixar for a long time. But Toy Story 3 was his directorial debut. And boy, did I love this movie. He did his just as great job directing Coco. He's a great filmmaker, period. I think who's the co-director? I don't remember. I'll put it down in the description below. But he did such a great job. And just how Toy Story 3 made me cry. Yeah, Coco made me cry. Hard. Big time. Be prepared for that. Oh, sorry guys, I had a cough. So, that's my review of Coco. Basically all of that. This is a great film. Do I have any problems with Coco? I do. I would say there's some pacing issues and stuff like that in the film, just in the middle of it, maybe a little bit. But one of my biggest issue of Coco is also something I really like about it, if that makes sense. When you look at the basic story of Coco, and some of the twists and turns, some people may call it cliche. And they wouldn't be wrong. A movie about a boy who wants to do music and his family won't let him. We've seen movies and TV shows do similar ideas to that. It kind of reminded me of Footloose a little bit, even though it's done completely different than Footloose and better than Footloose. You know, that sort of idea. And yes, there are some aspects of the story that you may see where they are going. But honestly, it's done so incredibly well. And it's done with complete heart and complete imagination. that didn't really bug me that much, and I was just sucked into the story. Yes, some of these things we've seen before, but if you take these cliches and do them well, who cares? This is a great story, really well told, and that is what matters. In the end, guys, Coco's a great movie. If you didn't get a chance to see this in theaters, like I said, it's about to be released on home video. Please check it out. I can't wait to go and own it. Disney and Pixar continue to make great movies. The Incredibles 2 comes out later this year, and I cannot wait to see that. I've been waiting for that movie to come out since, I was a little kid seeing that in the theater. So, I cannot wait. So, Coco, I'm going to give Coco a grade of an A-. Great movie. Please check it out. Guys, that's my review of Coco. Like I said at the beginning of this video, be prepared for more reviews coming really soon. I got a couple great videos coming out for you very soon. And before I go, never forget, I'm your friend. I'm always going to be there for you. Thank you guys so much for being my friends. You are all awesome, and I will see you next time.